another episode of Outcasts 2 Icons, and as always guys, if you are enjoying the series, please do drop a like on the video. Now, in our last episode, we beat Real Sociedad 3-0 in our first game in charge, which was fantastic, and it was added to the fact that we'd already beaten Deportivo, although that wasn't actually with me in charge. So it gave us, 2 wins out of 2 in the league, which is a brilliant start. But before I get into that, actually, there's a couple of things I want to go over. Some of these I covered earlier in my episode, but I want to try and, when I come up with stuff that's to do with just channel in general, I like to try and put it on both videos just cause. So firstly, I do have plans to stream again when I'm feeling better, but at the moment I'm still sort of 50-50 at the moment. I will get there eventually. It's just taken me a bloody long time to shake this virus off, basically. The other thing is, with the question of the day thing that I tend to do quite a lot, because obviously it's hard sometimes to think of questions to ask, so if you've got an idea for a question of the day question, drop it in the comments to this video, or any video for that matter, but particularly in this one right now, and just put hashtag QOTD or question of the day or something like that, and then I'll put that out as a question of the day on one of my videos coming up soon. Also, I'll answer the question as well, so it can be anything really, and obviously, just bear in mind that if you ask a question, I will answer it, but then I'll shove it out for other people to answer as well. So there is that. Other thing is spam. I rarely ever get that much spam on comments and stuff, but lately I've noticed it's got a little bit worse, which is why I felt the need to address this. If you're feeling like spamming stuff on the videos, welcome to do it, but just be warned, it doesn't show up. No one sees them. They automatically get flagged by YouTube spam bots, and it will just go straight into a folder that no one can see anyway, and I'll just delete them. Sometimes it does flag legitimate links as well, but I always check it and make sure that any legitimate stuff does get put through. So yeah, there's that. So I just wouldn't bother with the spamming. It's not a good way to promote a channel, honestly. It really isn't. The other thing is, when I said, obviously we're going to be struggling, and I've seen a lot of people saying sign Ryan Jacko. I assume you mean not right now, because we literally couldn't have signed him right now if we wanted to, because for a start it was on the last day of the transfer window, and secondly, well, we could have, but we've got negative wage budget and no money, so we can't sign anybody at the moment. It's just basically a case of this year is going to have to be us trying to do what we can with the squad that we've got, basically, and that's not been made easy with the fact that Mohamed Bezic, the day after the transfer window shut, came and told me he was homesick and then tried to start a squad revolt because I don't know what I was expected to do, actually. Wouldn't let him leave, even though he couldn't have left anyway because the transfer window was already shut. So I don't know what that's about. They really shouldn't be allowed to do that when it's not in a window. What are you supposed to do? Release them from their contract on a free? Anyway, let's get back in. Also, the comments have been messing up a bit lately, so please excuse me if I missed them. It's showing me comments from 2 months ago in my dashboard, and I don't know why. So anyway, let's get into what's actually been going on. And as you can see, we've had a fantastic start. I wasn't expecting to go as well as it did, if I'm honest. Our first game of the month was against Valladolid, and it was just a good, solid performance. It sort of built off the fact of what we've done in the first 2 matches. Admittedly, okay, the Pau Lopez goal was a little bit of a luck from us. It sort of ricocheted around a lot and ended up in the back of the net. But directly after that, Johnny be good. Johnny be very good. Johnny scored his second goal in 2 games for us, and that is great. I'm really liking his play for us. I'm realising just how important this Christmas Tree of Doom actually is. I thought it was a good strategy for the clubs we were using it at before, and I figured as we came up through the leagues, it would slowly reach a point where it was no longer effective, but it seems that the better players we've got, the more effective this tactic actually is, and I intend to keep using it. I think the Christmas Tree of Doom could be the one that wins us not only the Champions League, but also possibly even a World Cup or European Championship at a later date in this save. You just don't know. I think it could be a real killer for us. Gyro added a 3rd goal, so 3 goals in 9 minutes, basically blew them out of the water, and from then on we were very, very comfortable in this game, which was fantastic to see. Luis didn't have the best game of his life, which is why I got him off quite early. He's kind of been a bit hit and miss. Some games he's fantastic, and some games he's a little bit off, basically. He's had a slight knock, to be fair, so that will make sense as well. So a 3-0 win, giving us 3 wins out of 3, no goals conceded. It's great stuff. Next up, we have Valencians at home in the Europa League, and my first experience of playing in the Europa League in this save, and Luis, would you believe it, was the man that gave us the win. Now, we did well in this one, but perhaps not quite as well. I mean, on paper, we had the similar amount of shots as they did, but in terms of, controlling the game, we were much, much better in that sense, but they still had a lot of shots. And that's important to note. Really sorry about that, guys. I accidentally inhaled something, and oh, that was horrible. It was very acidic. So there we go. Right, yeah, I've completely lost my train of thought. I'm really sorry about that. Basically, we won and got our first points in the Europa League, and that's a good start to get off, because I think they will be one of the stronger teams in this group, although I think Hoffenheim are the real they're the team we're going to have to really fight for. Next up, we had Espanyol in the league at home, and at home I would expect us to win, and that is exactly what we did, and we really Well, I mean, Vidra started up front in this one because Luis was just a little bit knackered after, of course, the midweek game. Vidra missed the penalty, but he did put in the rebound and gave us a 1-0 lead after just 2 minutes, which was a great start. And then Federico made it 2-0 just coming up to the half-time point. And Espanyol were not really that involved in this game, if I'm completely honest. We did have some late bids, in fact, in the transfer window for Dioandu Diagni, but we turned them down. The most we could get was 3.1 million, and frankly, I just figured he's going to be important for us this year, and the last thing we could do is sell players at this stage. We're just going to have to hope that over the course of the year we make enough money from prize money and stuff to sort of slowly start chopping away at that debt that we've got, because the club actually themselves aren't in a lot of financial trouble. They are technically secure. They've got like 20 million in the bank, and that's fine. Problem being is that, yeah, whatever was going on before left us in a massive debt hole with regards to wage budgets. Also, I noticed that I was looking through the club's transfer history, and we actually sold a player at the start of the transfer window for £23.5 million to Sampdoria. He was an advanced forward and he was brilliant, and it's so frustrating to have lost him. But hey, what can you do? Next up, we had Villarreal away in the league, and again, they were struggling in this. I must say they were struggling, but I did not expect us to win in the way that we did, basically. You know, 0-0 at half-time, fairly even at that point. In the second half, they started shooting a bit more from range. They actually made a triple substitution in this game, I've just noticed. But Luis got 2 goals in 5 minutes to give us a 2-goal advantage before Alpha Freitas Reyes, who has been fantastic, particularly the latter part of this month, made it 3-0. They then made their triple substitution, but Nikola Rajic got one back for them, but it wasn't enough. And we'd actually found ourselves, what was it, 5 wins out of 5 and only 1 goal conceded at that point. It was mental. I couldn't believe it. The next game, unfortunately, we had to go away to second place Valencia. They were the closest rivals to us in this league, and annoyingly, we played quite well. Now, okay, it may not look like it, but they had a lot of long shots in this game, and annoyingly, all 3 of their goals, well, okay, Ristic's goal, it's nice to see Mihailo Ristic there, playing for Valencia. It was a free kick, and he was great at doing free kicks for Red Stars, so I can sort of understand why that one went in, but their 2 early goals were both long-range belters. Great goals and all that, but just frustrating to concede them like that. They were just peppering us with long-range strikes, and that was disappointed to see 3 of them go in. Although, let's exclude the free kick, because it was just a great dead ball goal. But we were bound to lose eventually, and it was away to the second-place team, so it can't be helped, I guess. Next up, though, we went away to Russia to play against Terek Grozny. I think it's Terek Grozny. I don't know if there's another team called Terek, because it doesn't actually say Grozny, but I assume it is. Took the lead very early on through Alpha Freitas Reyes, who got us off to the best possible start before Luis added a second, and I thought 2-0 up, away in Russia, comfortable. But then Onuachu did actually get one back for them before Lolo Cano, who was only really filling in today, ended up making it 3-1. He did then add a 4th goal on 69 minutes. Now, we had to make a couple of substitutions in this one, which was frustrating. I took off Alpha Freitas Reyes because he got injured in the 88th minute, and then immediately after that, Lolo Cano had to be basically brought off, which was disappointing, but we won the game, and 6 points out of 6 in the Europa League is glorious. Now, as for the way the league is looking, now we're technically second at the moment because Malaga have actually played a game more than us now. We can go back to the top if we beat Real Madrid, and that is a big if. That is the biggest of ifs. So it's going to be tough. Now, Barcelona down in 7th there, Real are in 5th place, so we're doing okay. Is the best way to look at this. Mallorca have yet to lose a game, but they're not winning as many as some of the other teams around them. Recreativo, I believe that's Recreativo Huelva. I don't know if that is actually them. Are bottom and 7 defeats out of 7. This would be a huge win for us, but it's Real Madrid, guys. I mean, they were the reigning champions of this division. I don't know quite why they're doing. They've had a bit of a poor start by their standards, but then that being said, a win for them today could take them back to the top. So it's going to be really incredibly tough for us, if I'm honest. Let's go back over here. Top goal scorer at the moment is Luis, but Lolo Cano also has 4, so you know, we've got a fair spread, but then we've always had a bit of a fair spread, really. As for assists, for 4 for Federico. Oh, it's only the senior team. Christ. We've got a lot of unnecessary players. Like someone pointed out, we had a load of goalkeepers that we just didn't need, but we're going to have to try and do a lot of shake-up. Next summer is going to be massive for us, but I still want to see if we can qualify for the Champions League. I really feel like we've got enough in the tank to do that, and maybe have a little crack at the Europa League this year. Player of the match, Federico, fair enough. Average rating, Vico, but Besic is up there despite being a knobhead. So aerial challenges, Insuet with 13. key passes, 34 for Vico. I wonder how that stacks up against the rest of the league. Insua with 8 key tackles, interceptions 72 for Insua as well. And as for value, Luis 10.75 million. We're into the big leagues now, boys. Let's just take a quick gander at the league and just see how he does stack up on key passes. So interestingly, he's not made many in the league. He's been great in Europe. Angel Correa for Atletico has been a monster. I mean, look at those stats. Jesus. Okay, yeah, I don't see him being caught anytime. I think Atletico are probably going to challenge quite nicely. What else is there to show you? I can't think of anything. Let's get into the game. It's Real Madrid, probably the biggest game in terms of stature we've actually played in this entire save so far, I have to say. I mean, Bayern Munich, the games against them are pretty tough too. Let's just see what we've got available here. Luis, Kano, Vidra. Vidra's been kind of filling in there at the moment because we're starting to lack a little bit. Honsak on the left, Bezic there, Vico on the right. Of course, Johnny Be Good at left back, Insua and Diagne in the middle, Varela at right back, and Lopez in goal. Although I've been switching him and Casilla around a little bit. In fact, this is only his second game. What are you doing, assistant? Don't know what he's playing at there. Decent bench, we've got the likes of Reyes to come on if we need him, but he is not looking good for condition. Vicuna, if needed, although he's complaining about wanting to leave, so that's disappointing. Still got quite a few injuries though with Gyro, Alvaro Morata's still out. Still quite a few guys out injured, so it could get better for us when a few more players come back. I don't know. I mean, against Real Madrid, you'd like to hope that the Christmas Tree of Doom is the sort of system that would work, because they are going to try and just batter us. I want to see exactly who's in their team. I think Ødegaard plays for them, though. That's what I would say. I'm pretty certain I saw him scoring for them on the, the overlay thing that comes up. We all good on that? Yep. Let's just have a gander. Again, don't know who that is, as usual. But I don't know. I wasn't in charge. Right, so they've got Alberto up front, probably a regen. Yep, he is a Brazilian regen. Shocker. There's Martin Ødegaard just in behind them there. So, wow, 83 caps for Norway at the age of 20. He's still only 25. Look at that. Look at that player. Salah over on the right, another regen. Lucas Romero, not a regen. Rafinha, interesting. Ooh, wow, he's actually interesting. Formerly of Barcelona. Oh, okay, he didn't move straight. That would be quite surprising. Isco. It's great to see Isco still there, actually, over on the left, the 32-year-old. Zomšak, left back, who is a Czech. Wow, he's Czech. It's great to see the Czechs have got some. Matthias Ginter. That's interesting. Sorry, I like to do this one. Rafael Varane, of course. Maidana? Another Argentinian. And in goal, Marino. Oh, he is actually a real player. I wonder who he played for. Oh, he's from Granada, of all places. Of course he is. On the bench, Blanco, Gustavo, Adamar, Diego Costa, yep, that one, Ferrati, Tony Cruz, of course, and Mauri. Sorry, I like to check out when we play the big teams. Always interested to see who they have, basically. I am worried that Martin Ødegaard might tear us a new one here. But, hey, only time will tell if that is actually going to be the case. It's interesting that we ended up at Real Madrid in the end anyway. Because I'm pretty certain that, I don't know, actually I don't know what club he would have been at when this save started. I'm pretty certain he would have still been at Strømsgodset, but we'll have to see. Cano's picked up a knock already. Why is it not giving me the option to remove him from the... That was weird. I'm a little bit confused at that. Why did I not have the... Oh, come on now. Well, we're a goal down already. It's Diego Sala. I'm pretty certain is their right midfielder, but he came up on the left there to give Real Madrid the lead. That's poor. Damn it. I don't know why it didn't give me the option to take him off. Not that I'd want to, but it's just weird that it even said that. Good initial clearance, but once Ødegaard gets it down here, back to Salah. There's 3 players in the way, but the goalkeeper, I don't know what he's playing at there, Casilla. Maybe that's why my assistant wanted to play someone else. But Real Madrid have got off to the perfect start here, and I just wonder if, we've kind of not met on match per se, but there is going to be a limit to our abilities to play against these sort of really amazing Oh, for God's sake. Right, good start. Those are the kind of goals that Valencia were scoring against us. Both of their goals were very similar to that one the Rafinha's just got for them. Just ball on the sort of, not even edge, sort of edge of the area, but not really even that close. And then they just did that. That is a great strike from Rafinha. I'm not entirely sure what we were expected to do there. Vico, ball in, Luis at the back post, and of course it's saved. Massive opportunity for us goes begging. Luis, that's the one chance we've had so far. We really did need to take it. I don't even know if we're even as bad as 2-0 would suggest. Vidra, and he's offside now. So we've had one amazing chance saved and another goal rightly disallowed for offside there. Perhaps we're not quite as bad as I thought. Maybe we're a little bit unlucky for Red as well. Cairo and Vidra is absolutely offside, but he's in good positions, which is something. We've shown that we've got something about us there, and perhaps it's not quite as bad as I thought it was going to be. Although we are going to need to give ourselves a chance here. We're still doing okay for possession. Their pass completion is solid. Oh, great. Salah, ball in. Odegaard is going to say, if he wins a header against 3 of our defenders, I'd be really annoyed. Oh, of course. And now it's 3-0 to Real Madrid. I don't think 3-0 really fairly reflects this game, but I suppose it's Real Madrid, isn't it? So it's going to happen. Shame. They've yet to create a half chance. They've yet to create anything worthy of even considered to be a half chance in this game, and they're 3-0 up. Impressive stuff. Definitely on the night so far, they're the better team. Let's make no mistake about that. Oh my life. It's 4, and they've not even had a single... Jesus Christ. My goalkeeper doesn't actually seem to be playing. Wow. I mean, Odegaard's ball in. Real Madrid are playing like Real Madrid. I mean, okay, fair enough. It's a great header from Alberto, but what is going on? We have not been good today, although I don't think we've been 4-0 bad. That's what I would say. Why does it keep saying he's been picking up knocks, but won't let me make any changes? Salah. Wow, he actually made a save. Surprising. You could just turn around and throw it in your own net if you'd like now. Johnny out on the left here. Up to Kano. Back from his rap career. Vidra into Luis. Go on. There's a man over. Ball through perhaps. Luis going all the way through. And he's... Of course it's been saved. Of course it's been saved. Back it comes to Honsak. Ball in and it's cleared away. We've had some really good opportunities in this game and we're 4-0 down against Real Madrid. Vidra. I'm amazed, if I'm honest. I don't think this game is 4-0. It just doesn't make any sense, but that's FM for you, isn't it? Sometimes that just happens. We are disappointed, obviously. I am disappointed to be losing like this, don't get me wrong, but really 4-0? Okay, we are going to go on attacking for the second half because we don't really have much option here. Counter just isn't going to cut it, I don't think. We're just going to have to try and see what we've got, but I'm just a bit surprised considering how good we've been defensively this season as well. You know, only because he's 1 goal in our first 5 league matches. I mean, it is Real Madrid, but really. Salah, he's got... There we go, good clearance. Kano, bring that down. That's it, go on, guys. Luis pulling out wide. We've got some good players. Oh, my life. Like, just do the simple things, right? Alberto's through and it's going to be 5-0, of course it is. Because what is my goalkeeper doing today? Everything's gone straight at him and he's just batting it into his own net. They've actually had a good chance there, so... Like, fair enough, we're going to get caught out if we're going to try and go for this game, but he goes around him and then ends up putting it straight at him and he still missed it. What is he playing at? He's having an absolute mare. Rafinha's having too much space, fair enough. Then continue to give him that, right. I'm trying to think. What do we even do from here, really? It's a shit show. I mean, those stats to me, nothing about this game would suggest that it should be 5-0 to Real Madrid. It's just like, what? Okay, where do we go from here? I mean, I'm going to bring on Vicuna for Luis. He's not had a good game. He's missed a couple of really obvious chances. I'm also going to... I know it sounds... Yeah, I'm going to bring Reyes on for Lola Cano as well. I mean, I know it's not exactly fresh legs, but it's fresher. Okay, sure, we had our little interlope into the Europa League in midweek, but Jesus. Yeah, I don't think that 5-0 is really a deserved scoreline in this game. We really deserve at least 1 goal, and perhaps not conceding 5. It's a bit shit, really. But hey, out wide to Honsak. At least get a goal. Honsak's ball in... Oh, it's cleared. Vidra, edge of the area. Out wide to Vico. Blocked. Of course it's blocked. Now they're going to go at the other end and score, probably. Alberto. I mean, admittedly, they've got better players than us, obviously. But it sometimes feels like better players get way too much of a... Oh, here we go. Vico now. Ball in. Insua with the header. It's in the back of the net. Thank fuck for that. Finally. Granada 1, Real Madrid 5. They've had almost an identical number of shots on target to us. We've had better opportunities, but we haven't taken them. Great header from Insua. I don't know what their goalkeeper is playing at. Ooh, nice to see some flares in the crowd. That's good. Bit of passion. Another goal from a set piece would be quite funny. Vicuna. Ball down. Diagne. Oh, and it's another good opportunity goes begging. How are we 5-1 down? I must say, being 5-1 down here is ridiculous, but you just got to take it on the chin. Want to see if we can maybe nick a couple of goals back later on in this one. Probably try not to let them score too many more against us, if that's okay, guys. If you could do that, that'd be just delicious. Honsak, Vicuna. Yeah, he's going to lose the ball here, isn't he? Or is he going to shoot? Probably going to shoot. Yeah. Whoa, he's hit the post with that. Good effort from them. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. They've taken their chances. We haven't. Oh, wow. That's poor defending from us, but we are on attacking. And, of course, they've got a 6th goal. Well, I mean... it happened so early that I can only say so many things at this stage, really. It's just one of those things. I can't identify anywhere in this game where we've been worse than them. They've had one more shot overall. They've had 2 more long shots. Does that matter? Even their pass completion's fallen. I'm not entirely sure. It's one of those games that isn't going to happen every single time. But it's just a shame it had to happen today against Real Madrid. Vicuna and saved. Right, what else have we even got? Bezic looks knackered, but unfortunately my DM is also... Vidra's not looking great. Honsak's been awful. We've had some really poor performances in general today, I would say that. Actually, I'm going to bring on Castillo for Honsak, who's had an absolute mare. It's a shame, is the best way I can really... I don't know. I really don't know anymore, lads. We've actually ended up having more shots than them in the end. And good chances, too. It's not like we've been shooting from range. We've had 2 long shots. Oh, come on! Good chance. Good chance, well blocked. It's nice to see us actually save one of those. Romero. So it's now a level up. It's now even on clear-cut chances in this game. Ball over the top for Vicuna, but no, not going to happen. Why does it not let... Oh, obviously now I can't, but I don't understand why it's not letting me do that. Vico, long-range effort. Saved by Marino. Yeah, I mean, it's one of those ones you just got to kind of have to write off. I mean, it's a ridiculous scoreline to have, I must say. But you just kind of have to accept that sometimes. It's not even one of these games where I can be like, well, fair enough, obviously we've lost 6-1 because we were crap, but we've not even been that bad. We've had we've been about as good as they've been, except in front of goal. Oh, wow. This is a piss take. But they're Real Madrid, so what can you do? We're just going to have to regroup. Admittedly, you know, nobody's tracking anyone. Cost us through. Once again, my goalkeeper can't just stick an arm out. Oh, well, it happens. It happens, and it happens a lot. Well, actually, it doesn't happen a lot at all. Diagne, oh, it's in the back of the net through Bezic, finally. 7-2 is a ridiculous scoreline. It's just truly ridiculous. Apologies, this episode's going to go on quite a long time just because of all the damn goals in this game. Also, how many efforts did we have to have before that went in? Bezic eventually barreling it over the line, but it's 7-2 at oh, let me guess. Gyro, go on. Freitas, get us a 3rd goal. We've deserved... I don't know. I just think that's an insane scoreline to have in a game. We really did not deserve to get anywhere near losing by 7-2. It's crazy. But that's what happens. So, amazingly, our goal difference still isn't even that bad. So we're still 3rd in the league as well. It's just a shame. I mean, it's always going to be tough to play against a team like Real Madrid, and we did give it our best shot. It just wasn't good enough in the end, which was a shame. But we've got to come back stronger. So let's see what our next game is going to be. The Hoffenheim game is way too close, but I'm tempted to do the home game against Hoffenheim because I know some people wanted to see me play against my predecessor, so that is what we are going to do. So guys, sorry this episode has gone on for a bit too long. If you like what you're seeing, please do drop a like on the video, and if you'd like to even more than that, please subscribe to my channel for more Outcast icons and From the Shadows in your inbox every single day at 5:30 and 8 o'clock, and I'll see you guys in the next episode for the game against Hoffenheim. I'll see you guys soon. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.